Jim, our next question, sent to CornyDriveThru at gmail.com, is from Donnie in Allentown, Pennsylvania. I always wondered why professional wrestlers didn't get nightly physicals every night before they would work their match.
That's it?
End question.
Okay. Well, actually, in some various locations, depending on whether there's an athletic commission or not, you do get a physical, and you ought to see some of these physicals. I've literally seen doctors so old that you'd have to hold their own stethoscope to their own chest to see if they're breathing. They'd take your blood pressure, they'd put the stethoscope and listen to your heart and make sure it was beating, and they'd look in your eyes and check a couple of things on the form, and that was the physical from the athletic commission. Because that's what they'd send some old doctor that had been there since the days of Marigold Arena or whatever. And it would just be a routine thing where they'd check off literally blood pressure, pulse, look at your eyes, and, well, do you feel all right? And that was about it. And every once in a while, like New York State, to get a license, they required a full examination by a real doctor and an EKG and fingerprinting and all this other stuff for a while. I don't know if it's the same way now. But think about this. In the territory days, if you got a full physical examination before every match, you'd be getting one literally 7 or 8 times a week. And that was just ludicrous. And of course, it was equally ridiculous that you got no physical exam ever of any real kind, except those routine ones by the commission doctor in the locker room when there was a commission. And now the WWE guys go through such wellness checking and testing and health and etc. I would imagine that there's probably no better looked at athletes in the world. And just the guys on the indies, they could have crotch rot or the creeping crud or, a bad heart or a misplaced fucking spleen, and they never know until something happens because they didn't never go to the doctor even when they get hurt. Did I answer that question?
I think so.
Again, it depends on where you are. It's all context. Did I ever tell you about the time we got the Louisiana license?
I don't know.
We go to Mid-South, and the Louisiana license application, you have to have a physical filled out by a doctor. And we didn't want to spend that money. And we were too busy to go to fucking doctors. So I called my cousin's wife. She's a nurse. And I asked for the normal answers to some of these questions. And I just filled the name in of a doctor that I've found in the Alexandria, Louisiana phone book. And about 4, 5, 6 weeks later, I'm driving down the road. I see that same guy's name on a billboard. He's running for county coroner. See, if something happened to me, at least we knew where to go to be laid out and have words spoken over us.